Hi guys, so today's recipe, I am going to be making a recipe from sugarfreelondoner.com and I'm going to be making their super moist keto peanut butter brownies. Now the recipe serves 12, so you can make 12 blondies, which they are 210 calories each. They are 0.8 grams of sugar, 2.3 grams of net carbs, so it's quite low in sugar, quite low in carbs, low in calories. The fat is quite high, it's 19.7 grams of fat, of which 7.2 is saturated fat, 2.5 is fibre, and the 0.8 obviously, which is the sugar. So it's 5.8 grams of protein. So it's quite a good recipe. It's also freezable for up to 6 months. And yeah, so let's get into the recipe. I have preheated my oven. I've got baking parchment on my tray, and now I need half a cup of melted butter, or 120 grams if you want to measure it exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the bowl. Now I have my chunks of butter in there. I actually decided to measure it myself, and it's 120 grams. I find it more comforting knowing I've got the exact amount. So I'm going to put it in the microwave to melt on 30-second bursts. There we go. So yeah, 30-second bursts, so we don't so we don't burn the butter, because that's not what we want. So as we can see, it's not quite melted yet, but it's getting there. So I would say another 30 seconds. Back in the microwave for another 30 seconds. And then another stir. As we can see, the butter is nice and melted. So now we need to go ahead and do the rest of the recipe. So the next step is to add all of the rest of the ingredients except the chocolate chips. So the first one is a cup of almond flour. So here we have our almond flour, in it goes. Next we need 2 large eggs. Next we need half a cup of granulated sweetener. So, oops, get the cup. So we need half a cup of the granulated sweetener. I use erythritol because I find it to be better, because from here in the UK I find it hard to find any other brand of sweetener, so I like to use erythritol. It's so easy to come by. So in that goes. Next we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So teaspoon of baking powder, and then we also need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we go. And the next step, it says to stir together with a fork. Now I've never actually made a dessert with a fork before, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. But yeah, stir together with a fork, make sure everything is all combined. Once it's all mixed together, you need your chocolate chips. I use the Mrs. Keto brand, so they are keto friendly. You can find Mrs. Keto chocolate chips on Amazon, and they're actually very cheap. Or if you don't have chocolate chips, you can use some dark chocolate, 90% dark chocolate, and you can just chop that up and incorporate that through. So we're just going to give that a stir through. And the remaining step is to pour your batter into your tray. So I changed my tray into a square one because my rectangle one is actually too big. So I just changed mine into there. Once you've got your batter into there, just get a few extra chocolate chips and just scatter them on the top like so. As much as you want or as little as you want. Put a few on there. There's not really much there. There we go. And now that is going to go into the oven for 20 minutes until it's golden on the top. And it should still be soft and jiggly in the centre once it is. I just had to take this back out of the oven because I had just realised I completely forgot to add in the half a cup of smooth peanut butter. Luckily, I just realised as soon as I shut the oven door. So if that happens to you, just take it out, put it in a bowl, add your peanut butter or whatever ingredient you've forgotten, and then give it a good mix, put it back in your tray, scatter a few more chocolate chips on top, and then just put it in the oven like so. And then bake for 20 minutes. So it goes in the oven like that. Hi guys, so I've took my brownies out of the oven. This is what they look like. So it looks like they're a good size. Now you need to let it cool completely before you put them into 12. And then once you've cut them into 12, you can just enjoy. Now if obviously it's still very soft in the middle. Don't know if I've overdone it. So obviously it said soft and jiggly, but it is soft. So we'll see how it tastes later on. Hi guys, so it is a couple of days later since I made the blondies. We did really enjoy the blondies that much that I forgot to record the us tasting it. It was really, really nice. They were nice and soft and chewy. I much prefer them over the brownies that I made the other day, on one of the last videos. So yeah, I definitely recommend making the blondies, and I will be linking the recipe in the description box. So if you enjoyed my video, please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get more of my videos of me trying new recipes. Anybody who's got any suggestions of savoury recipes or other dessert recipes, just leave a comment, and I'll make them. You know, obviously got to be keto friendly, but yeah, I'll make them. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Bye.